I'll never forget the first time I saw you. How is a girl meant to stand a chance when this tall, blonde-haired, blue-eyed man with a perfect cheeky smile and far too short of shorts, showing off some mighty fine, impressive thigh muscles, walks through the door.
On a cold, wintry Wellington evening, a classic boy meets girl story unfolded. Both Tara and Ivan had enrolled at a Spanish lesson at the Wellington Library.
I believe it was about 6 months in of her living into New Zealand when Tara casually mentioned this guy in her Spanish class. I was a call the night of that first Spanish class when she tells me about this boy who come running in very last.
She FaceTime calls me and says, there's this really hot guy in my Spanish class, some guy named Ivan.
So the way the story goes is Ivan walked in and his thighs walked in after him. And Tara's eyes couldn't look anywhere else.
Let's just say her concentration wasn't so much on vocabulary lists and verb conjugation from that point onward.
The thing that Ivan has said repeatedly and over again that he's most excited about this wedding is getting everyone together.
Someone I think earlier described me as a Labrador that's just like absolutely shooting off, and that's how I feel today.
I'm so excited. I can't wait to have that ring on my finger.
And it is an absolute joy to see you guys all meeting and mingling, and it's just, it does my heart so well.
Ivan brought Tara to our Sunday dinners. I thought, my goodness, she's beautiful, quite mature. I was thinking to myself, is this going to last? Because Ivan is none of those things.
How dare you?
He started it!
No, you started
I think, of course, my main reflection of a wedding day might be just how lucky I am that Tara has chose me. I choose you to be no other than yourself.
Loving what I know of you and trusting who you will become.
I will respect and honor you.
Always and in all ways.
Siempre.
From our first date and the nonstop laughing, I remember my stomach and my face muscles hurt afterwards because we had so much fun and I had never had that before. I need that back. That's great.
So despite being the most jaw-droppingly, tear-inducingly beautiful bride in the entire world, anyone who has the privilege to know and love Tara knows that her beauty is so much more than skin deep.
I mean, Tara is, to me, amazing. Not only do I think she's beautiful and she's my daughter and I love her, but I truly am amazed by her every single day. She is fearless about the things she goes after in life. She is fearless when standing up with her beliefs, and she is fearless when it comes to love.
She decided to go to New Zealand and take off, and knowing Tara, I knew she needed something more than what she was getting in the States. And I knew that she was probably going to find what she was seeking traveling.
They're jade and gold earrings to represent New Zealand. They're very beautiful.
When she decided to come to New Zealand, I helped her pack her backpack. And I said, there's no problem. She'll be home in 3 weeks. The day we dropped Tara off to move to New Zealand, she said, I'm going to be back in a year. But I just had this feeling it was going to be longer than a year. I take you to be my husband.
I take you to be my wife.
To have and to hold.
In this world and the next.
This is my vow to you. I love you. That was really hard. She first fell in love with the country. She then fell in love with Ivan. But when all of you became part of her life, I knew she was never coming home because this was home for her.
she's just an amazing woman. Like, she's just so cool and like so amazing at everything she does. And I am constantly in awe of you.
Most of you will know that Ivan and Sophie, who's beside me, are twins. Sophie came first and never let Ivan forget it.
Most of the time I was like, Ivan is my twin, but when people are like, oh, you're Ivan's twin, I'm like, no, that's wrong. You've got that back to front. As we welcome you formally to the family, Tara, I would just like to know that from this point on, you will always know more about how Liverpool is doing in the Premiership than you want to. That you are now the person who has to remind Ivan a dozen times to put sunscreen on before he goes outside, and you will always be the recipient of many friendly, affectionate butt pats.
Something that comes when you play with someone in a soccer team for 25 years is that you always know where they're going to be. And that's like my friendship with Ivan. He's always where I need him to be, and I know he's always going to be there for me, and I thank you for that.
As I got to know you, I couldn't believe you were real. I couldn't believe the combination of qualities you possessed. Someone so extremely intelligent, yet lighthearted and carefree. Someone so well-read and not afraid to quote poetry. Someone with so much compassion for others.
Describing Ivan in one word would be pure.
No way.
He is pure with his intentions, he is pure with any decision he makes, and most importantly, his love for Tara is completely pure.
Oh my God, this is amazing.
I am impatient to see what life holds, to see where we go, to see what we do, and it's going to be so good. And I just am so thankful to have you in my life and that you are my wife. You're my wife!
And then I'd like you to raise your glasses to celebrate Ivan and Tara.
What I've seen over the last couple of years of how well they balance each other out, how well they support each other, and just how much utter delight they take in winding each other up. It's just a thing of beauty.
But frankly, their relationship has gone from strength to strength.
These two will be able to move mountains together.
And I want you to both know that I will always have your back, no matter what.
To two of life's most special people.
For their similarities, their curiosity about the world, their interest in languages, their joy in being homebodies.
And the incredible, beautiful, inspiring love that they have found in each other.
May your arguments be short, your victories many, and your love endless.
To Ivan and Tara.
The ring feels good. Just saying, the ring feels really good.